Hi, this is Mark Westbrook, Acting Coach Scotland. There's a question I'm asked really often, and that is, can you recommend a good monologue for my audition? It's a question I'm asked by friends, strangers, students, former students, and the cleaning lady on a regular basis. Can I recommend a good monologue? Well, yeah, To Be or Not to Be from Hamlet is great. It's a really good monologue. But what the question really is a slightly desperate request for direction on choosing the monologue, the one that will gain you admittance to whatever club, be it drama school or the cast of a show, that you're trying to join. I don't say this to be rude or controversial. There's no doubt that I appreciate your distress at trying to find the right monologue, but rather than letting me choose that one for you, and therefore shouldering some of the blame if you don't get into your club of choice, let me help you find a good monologue. I've got a top 10 tips for getting the monologue. Number one, there is not one monologue written that will help you any more than any other. The panel want to see your skills, not your literary capacity. Any monologue, any piece of writing can be delivered beautifully, powerfully, movingly, and indicate to the panel that you're good. Number two, there are a lot of dreadful monologues on the internet. Don't use them. They're on the internet for a reason. On the other hand, there are some really good monologues on the internet too, but you've got to know which ones are good. 3. Go to a library or a bookshop. Sit and read some plays and look for monologues in them. If you can't be bothered to do this and you're looking on the internet, you're not going to be much good as an actor anyway. 4. Stick to what they ask for. Whether it's drama school or a job and they ask you to prepare a monologue, that's what they want. Don't choose a bit from a poem or a novel. They're not written dramatically, and thinking you can substitute either for a monologue, well, you're wrong and they will be dire. If they ask for contemporary monologue, choose a contemporary monologue. 5. Contemporary doesn't mean 1950s anymore. It means the 70s or 80s or now. But my advice is choose something from the last 10 years. 6. Choose something that suits your age, gender, and appearance. Make it easier for them to see you as the role. Acting is no longer about the incredible capacity for actors to transform themselves into someone 50 years older. You're wasting your time. 7. Want to know my best advice? Any monologue can be good, but you need to understand it. 8. Look to the monologue books for ideas, but if you choose one from there, because you need to beware. Because they've probably sold 100,000 copies of that book at least, so you'll be choosing the same as at least 50,000 other actors. But if you choose one of those books, make sure you read the play as well. 9. Do not write your own. Yep, I know you're going to be tempted, but don't do it. The panel will not appreciate it. They don't want to see your capacity for creativity, they want to know if you can deliver a monologue effectively. 10. There is no perfect monologue. You will learn to love a monologue based on your understanding of it, based on discovering all the subtleties of it. By understanding its heartbeat, the desire of the character, and what they're going to do to get what they want, you'll learn to develop a good monologue. So my advice, my final piece of advice is very simple. There aren't any good monologues. You make them into good monologues by fully understanding them and doing them well. I won't tell you what monologue to do, but if you are looking for help in preparing a monologue, why don't you visit www.actingcoachscotland.co.uk or contact myself, Mark Westbrook, and mark@actingcoachscotland.co.uk.